Welcome back to my channel. My name is Dr. Oyinka Solajinadu. Welcome back to Dr. OJ Speaks. This week we're going to be discussing vaccination, no vaccination, COVID-19, new strain, Brazilian strain, Indian strain, African strain, all the strains of COVID-19 that are popping up, and we're going to talk about some of the issues that people of color like myself are facing with deciding whether or not to get vaccinated. Today's episode is sponsored by HD Pro Global Beauty Institute and Body Med Spa. They have an amazing franchise program that is just launched, and it allows you to independently own and operate your med spa in whatever location you find yourself. Go to their website hdproglobal.com for more information. All right, before we tackle the message today, the conversation today, I'd like to invite you, if this is your first time here, welcome. Oh my God, welcome to our family. Welcome to this channel. Don't forget to subscribe, turn your notification on, and of course, share and like this video. Leave us a comment so that you can become a part of our HD Pro Dr. OJ Speaks brand and community. We'll love to have you. Thank you so much. All right, guys, I will be right back to discuss COVID-19 vaccinations. And I'm going to be sharing some of my personal experience with the vaccines that I got. See you soon. So today's topic is one that I have a personal experience about. I have a personal experience with the virus. Last year, I think it was September, October, I was tested and I tested positive for coronavirus. It seemed like this was my personal experience, just to say. At the time, of course, given the situation of things that was going on, it felt like my whole world had crashed. You know, because during the lockdown, when the whole pandemic had been going on from the beginning till the end, because I was partially a healthcare provider, medical aesthetics, I was continuing to work. And, you know, I had clients who were, you know, getting surgery and they needed my services for post-op care. So I was working, you know, I was open, I was working, I was going to work, of course, taking all of the safety protocols that we were introduced to, being extremely careful, getting tested every 2 weeks actually, just to make sure that we hadn't contacted the virus and all of these things. But lo and behold, September last year, I tested positive for COVID-19, and I was like, oh my God. First things first I thought about was my clients. I didn't understand, I did not know how I was going to have to break the news to them that I was sick, but of course, and not only sick, but I had coronavirus. You know how everybody was like looking at you like if you cough, someone will be looking at you with a side eye like, you know, just like people will say they'll be looking at you coronally and all of that. So the issue with that was the negative ideology that people had about coronavirus at the time. It was like a plague. It was like you had a plague, and if you told someone about it, then you were seen as an outcast. So I did not really know how I was going to manage myself. First of all, my business, my family. I had to immediately evacuate my house. My kids sent them over to their father's house and they were gone, so I didn't get to see my children for about 3 weeks while I was in quarantine. And then of course I was sick. I didn't have a caregiver. So my mom is older with predisposing health conditions. I wasn't going to expose her to the disease. So I mean, I had to be sick by myself, take care of myself, medicate myself and do everything myself. So it was really tough. It was really, really tough. I lost my sense of smell. I lost my taste. That was so scary because I felt like, what if the house caught on fire and I couldn't smell or perceive anything. And you know, we take our senses for granted until we lose it. It's just like we take our health for granted until we actually don't have it anymore. So all of those things was like, I was depressed. I fell into a state of actual depression. I began to have an appreciation for when people talk about depression, and I'm like, what are you depressed about? Like life, you know, things, you know, like Nigerians and Africans, we died here. We look at it like depression. What are you talking about? You know, we don't look at certain things as being physiologically possible. But at that point, physiologically, I was not only sick in my body, but my mind was sick. I felt my brain activity slow down. Like I'm a highly innovative, creative person. Like I think really fast. I'm always thinking of ideas. My brain is always working. For the people that know me, they know this to be true about me. But in those 3 weeks, I was mentally incapacitated. I was so slow. I really felt my brain really pulling away from me. That was my own symptom. Those were the symptoms that I personally experienced. It was really bad. You know, it took like after 7 days being in quarantine and having to deal with the symptoms. Of course, you know, they didn't have a treatment for it. So all I could do was treat each individual symptom by itself. So I was treating cough, I was treating cold, congestion, I was treating fever separately. So I had a whole bunch of medication, plus the herbal remedies, the soup and the garlic and all of the things that, you know, people send to you, cook this, oh my God, it was a mess. But I was really very fortunate as well. God is so good to me. After my quarantine was over, I went for my test and it was negative. And the first day that I got my sense of smell back, I was in the shower, right? And I was using my face wash. And for the first time in about 4 weeks, so it didn't come back immediately. For the first time in 4 weeks, I felt the sensation of peppermint. And I was like, you know, it was like, I can smell. Oh my God, I can smell. It was a very, very emotional moment for me. Like I was like, oh God, you are so good. You gave us all these senses for a reason, and we take it for granted like it's nothing because we have access to it every single day. And the first time I could perceive even just the slight odor, it was like, oh my goodness, I had won the lottery. And I literally almost sat down in the bath and I just started crying. I was like, I can smell. It was a miracle. But you know, my sense of smell came back, thank God. Even though they had given me the prognosis that it might take about 6 months to about 9 months for me to get it back, that it doesn't quite, for some people they lose it forever. But I was like, God, this is not going to be my testimony. This is not going to be my case. I will get my sense of smell back. You know, I was praying and I was using all the medications and I was speaking the word. And you know, call me whatever. But look, my faith is what I have. I have always told you guys, you cannot separate me from my faith. That is who I am and that is what I believe in. So I prayed about it and my sense of smell came back 4 weeks post-diagnosis with COVID-19. And eventually my taste buds kind of revived themselves and I was back to normal. And of course went back to work and everything is, fast forward today, as you say, is history. But that is a history that I would not quickly forget. And I had to share that with you guys so that you guys would understand why I'm a huge advocate for not just taking the vaccine, but understanding the fundamental truth about something. And don't be afraid of what you don't know or don't understand. All right, we're going to take a quick break right now. And when we come back in the second half of this video, I'm going to be talking to you about my vaccination experience and some scientific facts and information that could help you decide either way to do or not to do, to love or not to love. We'll decide that when we come back. My journey in the beauty industry began over 15 years ago. I had a huge passion for all things that looked pretty and nice, just like any girl out there. But I had my struggles as well. I have seen the highs, the lows, and the middle points in this industry. However, this industry has paid me tremendously by rewarding me with over millions of dollars in revenue in the years that I have been in this industry.
Hi,
I'm Dr. Oyinka Solajinadu, and I am the CEO and founder of HD Pro Global. HD Pro Global is a beauty and body wellness organization. And at HD Pro Global, we help women and some men transform their bodies and physical appearance in 90 days or less. How would you say we do this? We offer amazing services, right? And products that allows you to reach your goals every single day. My brand offers hope, confidence in the lives of the people that we serve every single day. And every one of our students that have gone through our programs can testify to the enormous revenue that they have also begun and continue to earn on a daily basis.
Dr. O was a great teacher. She really helped me practice my contour and my highlight. Also, she helped me perfect my lip. It was a very good experience, and I would recommend it to anyone interested in a career in the beauty industry. Since I graduated from HD Pro Global, I have been making money with my own clients. And if you are interested, I recommend you to go to hdproglobal.com and register. Good luck.
Some of our services include our body sculpting services, which goes from laser lipo, cavitation, radiofrequency cellulite reduction treatment, and so many other treatments that we offer to help not only tighten your skin, reduce fat, but they also help you reach your goals by ensuring that you develop a healthy lifestyle as you work with us. Another group of services that we offer is our permanent makeup services, which includes microblading, micro shading, nano microblading, and of course, don't forget the combination ombre brows. And we also offer Professional Beauty Institute trainings and certification programs in all these models.
Hello, my name is Bala and I'm a former student with HD Pro Global Beauty Institute. I took the course last year in 2019. The course is very helpful. I took the course with Dr. O. She is a very hands-on teacher. She answers any questions you have.
This is why I created this franchise system, to give you an easy passage, to create a business that would help you help others transform their bodies and physical appearance in 90 days or less. That is our promise that we keep to our clients, and we never fail to deliver. So we ask you, would you like to be a part of this amazing movement, this wonderful team, making dreams come true every single day? Join our franchise program, HD Pro Global Beauty Institute and Body Med Spa, and you will be so glad you did. Welcome back to Dr. OJ Speaks TV. Okay, so the first half of the episode we were talking about my experience with COVID-19 virus and all of the symptoms and how I overcame my own debacle. And now we're going to talk about the aftermath. So now vaccines are released, and of course healthcare workers have the option to get first dibs at this vaccination. So initially I was like, I'm not going to take this thing, because you know, when you hear a lot of the information on social media, on the news, and then when you see like politicians and all of the people in government, they're not taking it with the excuse that they're letting the people who need it the most have it first. And I'm like, really? Why do you have to do that? Why don't you take the lead, get the vaccine, and raise the confidence of the people to show them that there is nothing to be afraid of, rather than using the excuse that you're trying to give preference to the people who need it the most. So I will tell you that initially I was very biased with that decision. I did not want to take the vaccine. And of course, I had taken the express decision not to let my children take the vaccine as well. So even though healthcare workers had first dibs, I did not go get my vaccine done. Until, you know, a few months, of course, as the whole thing kept going along, I kind of just educated myself. I got some more information, and I realized that, okay, fine, even though this is a new thing that we're dealing with, and we might not necessarily understand all of the dynamics of it, and of course, it's still sort of like a trial and error, but would you rather be protected than not protected? You know, that's the way I thought about it. And I said, well, at the end of the day, I'm just going to cover myself with the blood of Jesus. Yes, and then I'm going to just have faith and take it. But also I'm going to let my scientific side, as a healthcare professional and as a science major, there's certain fundamental things that we know about vaccinations and we understand how it typically works. So I wasn't trying to be ignorant and just following the hoax and all of the information on social media and all of the things that were being said as conspiracy against black people, people of color, and all of these things. I get it, and I decided to take the vaccine. Big shout out to Total Care Pharmacy, by the way. This Total Care Pharmacy is owned and operated by Dr. Kunle Tometi, and he was the one that provided my vaccination. I got the Moderna variant, right? I can say variant. Brazilian variant, Italian variant, Moderna variant, Pfizer variant, and Johnson & Johnson. Any variant. Okay, I got the Moderna vaccine. That was the one I got. The first time I got it, the first phase, it knocked me out for 24 hours. My arm felt like the Hulk. It was heavy. I could not sleep through the night. I was in a lot of pain. It was as if the vaccine brought on the actual symptoms of the coronavirus, minus the loss of taste and smell, of course. But I was so uncomfortable. I was very, very sick. Fever and everything. But after 24 hours, my fever broke and I was back to normal. It was as if nothing happened. And I was like, oh my God, what was that? I'm not getting the second one. I'm not getting the second shot. But of course, once you get the first one, you have to get the second one. If not, all of that pain and wahala would have been a waste. So I was like, okay, your village people have come. Just go and get the second one. So of course, fast forward 4 weeks later, I had to get the second one, and I got it at Total Care Pharmacy, which was so amazing. Amazing treatment, amazing staff. They really took very good care of me, and they offered the vaccine expediently. You don't go there and start waiting in a line. They schedule your appointment, you get in, you get out, and it was such great customer service at Total Care Pharmacy. Big ups to them. Yes, Total Care Pharmacy did their thing with that. So I got my second dose. So this second dose of my Moderna vaccine, so the first one was 24-hour knockdown. This one was 48 hours, beat down, knockouts, total TKO, technical knockouts. Like, I was so sick. I felt worse than the first time. Honestly, it was horrible. And I was like, what is all this now? Something that is supposed to make you feel better, protect you. First of all, it will come and beat you. So that was my personal experience. And I've heard a lot of stories about some people getting the vaccine. Like my mom, she is over 65. She got her vaccine. First one, nothing. She was good. Second one, nothing. She was good. She didn't even tell me she had anything wrong or out of place. So when she saw me with experiencing my own side effects, she was really shocked. But anyway, that was my personal experience with the vaccine, but I'm so glad that I did. Now let's go out into the news and everything that they're talking about. So right now, we just found out that there's a new variant of COVID-19 that just surfaced, and it is resistant to the vaccine. And they're saying that even though you've gotten your first and second dose, you have to actually go get a booster shot. Now I'm thinking you all must be out of your church mind, because I'm sorry, I'm not trying to get a booster shot. Seriously, I don't want a booster shot. Why do I need a booster shot if I got the first and the second one? Come on, what is that? What is it? I said, so I'm still in between with this booster shot shenanigans and all of the things that they're talking about. The fact that the vaccine does not cover you infinitely and all of those things. So, but I'm glad that I took the vaccine, and I would want to say that we need to educate ourselves as people of color, black people. We need to really educate ourselves about the facts, the science behind something. Let's not buy too much into conspiracy. Yes, a lot has happened in the US, and a lot is still happening in the country that we call home. And there's a lot of things that we cannot even explain that is being done as injustices against people of color. I, of all people, acknowledge, respect, and actually own that for us. But I say this, that we still should not put everything under the umbrella of a conspiracy against us as a people. We need to educate ourselves. Coronavirus is something that affected the whole world, the entire global population. So why would we think that the vaccine will single out a specific demographic or a specific race or ethnicity as a way to wipe us out, as a way to undermine us, just because, I mean, come on. This thing affected the whole world, and I know that more people had it than were reported, and we can of course testify to the number of deaths that happened all over the world, highest numbers in the United States of America. So we should not take this thing lightly and just not do anything about it. Get your facts right, do your research. Get the science behind the vaccines. Research the Pfizer, the Moderna. You have your choices. Of course, we know Johnson & Johnson has been sort of cancelled out and all of that. But get your information, people, and try to make the best decision for yourself and your family going forward. Because at the end of the day, it's going to be up to you what happens in your house. Don't worry about what's going on in the White House, the Blue House, the Yellow House. Worry about what is happening in your house. Make the decision for yourself and own it. And I really wish each and every one of you the very best. So, with that being said, that's my take on coronavirus. Vaccination or no vaccination. I have my shots. I'm good. Are you good? With or without the vaccine, I believe that we can all be good. But, I mean, who knows? I don't know. Who knows? Only God knows. But, I mean, better safe than sorry, right? Alright, y'all, that's it from me today. Until next time, I will see you with another wonderful conversation. Hey, another wonderful episode, another great week with you guys. So what are your thoughts, really? Share your comments below. Let me know what you think about COVID-19. Let me know what you think about the vaccinations. And if you've had any experiences with the virus itself, I mean, are you going to get the vaccine? Have you gotten the vaccine? What have been your reaction? What type of vaccine did you get? Moderna, Johnson & Johnson, or Pfizer? It's so many parts of this. Just share with me. I want to hear from you. As for me and my household, I believe we're covered for now, and I'm good with that. But of course, everyone has a choice and a decision to make. We are only here to present you the facts, the news, the conversations, and just basically what the people are saying about this whole issue. Thank you so much for tuning in. Do not forget, before you leave, subscribe, turn your notification on, and like and share this video. Help us grow our community. Until next time, this is Dr. Oyinkasala. Always a pleasure hanging with you. Have a wonderful, blessed week ahead.